Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Enchanted Ways. I am Danielle, and today we are discussing moon phases. So like I said, I feel like everyone is pretty familiar with moon phases. I feel like that's one of the first things you're introduced to um, when first beginning your path as a witch. So I didn't want to focus on moon phases too tough. I wanted to touch on black moons and blue moons instead. So we know the waxing phase is all about drawing and increase and bringing to you the things that you want. And the full moon is the apex of that energy, and the waning moon is all about, getting rid of things that you don't want or baneful magic. And the new moon is the apex of that. So black moons are like amplified new moons, basically, and blue moons are amplified full moons. And depending on their rarity, tells you just what kind of amplification it is. So the black moon that comes around every 2.7 or so years is not as potent as the black moon that comes around every 19 or so years. And we just missed that one, by the way. That one happened February of last year. So it's going to be 19 more years until we see that kind of black moon again. So what are black moons and what are blue moons? Now, I didn't find as much information on the blue moon. I didn't see whether or not blue moons do the same thing like every 19 years as a black moon does. So I'm not sure about that. But other than that, they do occur at about the same rate. So a black moon would be, there's several definitions for how do you calculate black and blue moons. So the black moon would be the second new moon in a calendar month, or it would be the fourth new moon in a season, so in a 3-month period. And then you have that really rare every 19 years. Black moon where there's no new moon in February, because moon cycles about 29 point something days, and then February being only 28 days, so that's why it usually happens in February. But like I said, other than that 19-year rarity, blue moons and black moons happen with about the same rate of occurrence. And you calculate blue moons in the same way. The blue moon is the second full moon in a calendar month, or it is the fourth full moon in a 3-month period in a season. And also the 13th full moon in a year is also called a blue moon. And I didn't see that distinction for a black moon. So I guess they got their own little thing, going on. So what would you do with a black moon and a blue moon? You would do what you feel you don't have enough energy to do at other times. So if you need that extra boost, because basically black moons and blue moons are amplified new moons and full moons. They're more potent, they're magnifying. So you could make things that you need like some heavy energy for, like your doom, your death into my enemies, like some really heavy stuff, be it baneful or otherwise. That's what you could do during these black and blue moons. Or if you have a coven or witchy friends, taking these, not so rare new moons, or the very rare ones if you can, and taking them as a time to commune and really make it a celebration and really make it special. You can take these black moons and blue moons as time to like recharge all of your stuff, because the longer you go, the longer you're a witch, the more stuff you collect, and the more stuff you collect, the more opportunity there is for neglect. So you could take these, blue moons as a time to really like break out all of your stuff and protect it or do whatever to it, and like, recharge your magical tools and magical spaces energy. And the same thing with black moon. Break out all of your stuff and cleanse it, break out bottles and feathers and things that you haven't seen in a long time, and boost this energy. Black moons and blue moons would be a perfect time for charging crystals. Lots of things that you can do with black moons, and just keeping in mind that it's amplified energy basically. So I'm trying to see, because I wrote some notes, just making sure I've gone over all that I wanted to go over, and I have. So just wanted to think of like more ways to utilize that. Like I said, the heavy duty stuff, the heavy duty spells, the heavy duty oil. If you have a big job, or you need some really potent energy, you're dealing with a particularly stubborn target or something like that, blue moons and black moons would be perfect times to work on, something that's stubborn or someone that's stubborn. And just taking advantage of that amplified energy, like I said, charging and boosting what you already have, or making something that you want some extra oomph behind, or need some extra oomph behind, like something like a doom. Like, I really can't think of anything on the light side that I would want to wait to make under a blue moon. But I can think of some dark stuff. So, okay, something that just popped in my head. Healing. Maybe if you have like a particularly stubborn issue that needs to be healed, stubborn trauma, or if you have some type of chronic illness or something like that. Of course, you don't substitute magic for the mundane. You do both together. So, that's something I can think of on the lighter side, because what's light about being chronically ill? Making a powerful healing oil or something like that under a blue moon. That's something I can think of, because or if you're into illegal activities, like you're doing more than the average person and you need some extra kind of protection. That's something a blue moon could be utilized for. So I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to give you some examples and tell you some things that just popped into my head. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned for my video on planetary hours. I believe I'm going to do that live, so I can like test out the live feature before I go live with my bird box and make sure everything's okay and there's no issues with that. Also, what I want to start doing too, because I just calculated it, and if I start this week, it'll be perfect timing. I want to start reviewing, let me see if I can get the name right. They slap so much extra shit up in there. The Chilling New Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I do want to start reviewing that. I was so mad that I watched it when I did, because I was trying to hold off, because I knew Netflix was going to show the shit and then be like, coming in 2020. But it was, or is, returning in April 5th of this year. So what I want to do is do the reviews, do some weekly reviews of the first season in anticipation for the new season. So stay tuned for that, guys. Welcome to my channel. All of my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And of course, thank you for all of my current subscribers for staying subscribed. So stay tuned for those videos, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.